RockEyez would like to welcome Mike Orlando, our Adrenaline Mob. Hey, man, what's up? What's going on?
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. We the People out, June 2nd, Century Media. This will be the third full-length album with 13 tracks, huh?
Yeah. We like to load it up.
Yeah. I was listening to the CD this morning that was sent over to me. I mean, this could be the album of the year. You know, it's
Thank you
it's
very
fantastic.
Much. Thank
you. There's no letdowns in any of the songs. My favorite particular song is The Killer's Inside.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that. It got a lot of hooks, and I think fans will. They'll like the whole thing, but that's my particular favorite.
Ah, that's great to hear, man. I mean, we definitely, we put our heart and soul into it. It's one of our finest moments. We're very proud of it. So, thank you for the compliment.
No problem. With 13 tracks, you couldn't have had anything left over to add to the CD, right?
Are you kidding me? It was a fight to cut stuff. We had too much. Yeah, it was just wow. That was not a fun thing. So we had to make some B-sides, and you have to give tracks to certain outlets and stuff, and then overseas in Japan wants something different. So it was a little bit of a task
right.
Trying to get it down to the 13, and the 13th one being a bonus track on the album, as the album is dedicated, to our A-Mob brother who passed, AJ Pirro. So it's one of his, it's a track that he played on,
cool.
The bonus track.
Cool. Now, they're mentioning that most of this album is political and stuff like that. Political towards the latest presidency, or just in general?
We don't sway one way. It's not like we take sides.
Right.
We just tell some stories. Myself and Russ sit down and we just talk about what's going on.
Right.
And the one of the first tracks that I had written for the album was "Blind Leading the Blind," and you could pretty much tell from the title what that's about.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you're supporting, or that's kind of the state of things right now. The blind leading the blind. So it's not completely political. There's definitely that edge to the album. There's no doubt.
Right.
But there's a lot of very cool topics, some retrospective tracks. Looking back on stuff that I've gone through in my life, and Russell, there's a track called "Bleeding Hands," which is that what it's about, and there's a lot of different scenarios. We had a lot of fun telling some cool stories on this album.
Wow.
Yeah,
very cool. Now, who came up with the album cover? Because that's really cool.
Well, we have the same artist from the first album,
right.
Mark Sasso. He's a dear friend of mine from way back, and we've had him with the Mob since day one. But it'll be me and Russ, kicking around ideas. Russell will come up with something, and we'll just kind of take it from there. Like Men of Honor, he has the idea, and then I talked about if you open up the album, or if you get the vinyl of Men of Honor, there's all the street signs, and they're the names of the songs, kind of, and we just have fun with it, man. It's like growing up with, like, Iron Maiden.
Right.
They always did that. They took their mascot or their guy, and they put him in all these different scenarios, and that's kind of the Adrenaline Mob covers.
Right.
Yeah, and this new one, he's our president. It's great. It's just like, there you go.
Yeah. I really don't know which way he's going to turn. Are we going to start a war? Or are we?
Who knows?
Or is he, really trying to protect America or whatever? Who really knows what's going inside that guy's head?
Yeah. No one can know.
Yeah.
So it's So it's just our cool spin on the political thing without getting too intense.
Right.
But there is definitely some, we make our points known on the album.
Cool. Do you feel music is one of the best, reliefs for kids and adults with this everyday world of not knowing what's going to happen, you know?
I think that in general, no matter what the climate or temperature of the world is or where we are in it, I think music is life. I always say it.
Right.
It's the background of our life. So for me, it's everything.
Right.
You know, it's it can set the tone for if you're in a bad mood, you're in a good mood, you're trying to get over something, or you're trying to forget something, or whatever. You just want to get pumped. It's music. You know, it's so important.
Right.
You know, in everyone's life. At least that's how I feel. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely a feeling, because I mean, even when you're shopping in the supermarket, they got music going.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. They're like getting you through, kind of. Okay, cool. I could do this. All right, you got a nice song going. You know. You're going through the aisles. Well, this is cool, huh?
Yeah, buy me. Yeah, buy me.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's it. And music's the same thing, man. It's you go to a dentist and they're playing soft jazz or something smooth because they're setting the tone. They want you to relax.
Wow. Yeah, it's definitely the truth. You know. So
yeah.
Will there be
everywhere?
Yeah. Will there be a video coming?
Yes, there will. We dropped the first video very soon.
Right.
I will say any day.
Cool.
And then there's another one to follow. And we have some lyric videos coming out before the album drops on June 2nd. So pretty much April 28th is when we announce our first U.S. leg, 30 major cities across the United States. And a whole bunch of pre-sale is coming out, and a track, the whole 9 yards. So that's it. From now till June 2nd is all pre-sale, and we hope everyone digs what they hear and go out and order it.
I think they will.
I hope so, man.
Yeah, I hope you play Jersey. It seems like everybody skips Jersey. We are
playing Jersey. No, we're playing. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
At least
it is. It's at the end of. Oh no! Actually, we just actually got a very cool thing. I can't say it yet.
Okay.
But just keep it. Keep your ears pinned, and you'll hear something real cool about Jersey coming up.
Cool. That's great. Now, tell me a little bit about Nocturnal, the band that I guess from Brazil.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
My Brazilian buddies, my brothers over in South America. I had met them. We took them out on a tour in 2015. We did a few weeks in South America with Adrenaline Mob, and we took out Nocturnal as the opener, and just really hit it off, man. They were such incredible guys, so talented, heavy music, just really intense, and just the guys in general,
right,
as people were so nice. So I really hit it off well.
Right.
And then I invited them to play on the Axes and Anchors cruise that I did with my Sonic Stomp lineup, which is all instrumental guitar stuff.
Cool.
And from then they asked me, to be in the band with them. So it's we do Nocturnal and Sonic Stomp together.
Cool.
And they're amazing people, amazing players. And I love them. I've spent most of my year there last year. Did maybe 60 or 70 shows there.
Wow, that's great.
With Sonic Stomp. So love those guys, man. Big shout out.
I watched an interview this morning. I think you were sitting on a couch in a hotel lobby or whatever, and you were talking about the band. It was very interesting. And then they played some live music, which I enjoyed. So
yeah, they're heavy, man. They're a heavy band. I like it because it's not it's not Adrenaline Mob. I would never mirror something that I do. It's
right,
totally different, and I like to embrace the Brazilian flavored metal. It's really cool, man. And Achilles Priester, one of the greatest drummers on the planet. My God, there's a freak. They all are.
Right.
Bass player, keyboard player, singer, just great musicians, man.
Wow. Do you feel that you earn your keep and stuff like that, and lucky to actually do something that you love when more than 50% of people can't stand what they do? You know?
I am very, it's true. I am extremely grateful and very thankful to be doing this for a living. I mean, geez, I get to, I've living out my dream, which when I was a kid, and, playing guitar all over the world in all various ways. I feel blessed every day.
Cool. Well, was guitar your first instrument?
Yep, that was it.
Do you remember
My dad started teaching me at around 8 years old.
Wow, do you remember what it was?
The first song?
The guitar.
Oh, yes, I still have it. It was just a no-name acoustic.
Wow.
I still have it down in the studio, and that was it. It was my dad's gift as for Christmas one year, and I just stole it, and that was it.
Wow. Parents really don't know how much instruments cost until they go and buy them.
That's right.
Because my daughter plays the trumpet, and she goes, "Dad, I want to play the trumpet." So I just said, "Okay." And she started learning. She started getting really good, and then I found out it was $2,000.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. I need a silver one, and I need this, but she enjoys it. So.
And that's geez, I mean, I say everyone should try and get their kids at one point to embrace music. And if they do, great. It's a beautiful thing.
Right. Now, when you were younger, was there any guitarists that really influenced you? I know, you have many guitarists that you liked, but in the very, very beginning, who was the guy?
Les Paul.
Les Paul.
That was it. Yeah, Les Paul was, my father would always play me Les Paul and Mary Ford.
Right.
From as long as I can remember. And he was such an amazing, clean, fast player. It was just mind blowing, and I always wanted to be, play like Les Paul. So that's to this day, I love him. He's an amazing player, always was. But then a few years later, you hear the rock guys,
right?
And then of course it's Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, those Yngwie Malmsteen and all that stuff when I was, growing up. It all influenced me. I loved it all. I'd always liked to take something from everyone, but just put it in a melting pot and not copy someone, but just make it your own.
Right. Yeah. Is there any new and upcoming guitarists that you heard that people should check out?
I mean, brand new. I don't know who my favorites right now.
Right.
Great guy, Kiko and Megadeth.
Cool.
Sweetheart of a guy, and he's one of my favorite players out there. He really smooth, great attack. Just, home run yards. I mean, but geez, there's so many.
Right.
I got to do the Axes and Anchors cruise, I think it was last year, and one of my things, guitar cruise, myself, Yngwie, Zach, Chris Broderick, Marty Friedman, I mean, just great stuff, So I'm a fan of all guitar players, man. There's something great in everyone.
Right. If you have any spare time, is there anything you like to do?
Well, when I'm not touring and doing music, I run a recording studio. So I'm always in here, either mixing, engineering for other people, and doing other projects. I do a lot of work with John Moyer from Disturbed. We do a lot of stuff together, and so that's my, I guess it's the same as music. I'm just sitting behind a console, mixing, and pretty much what I do, for Adrenaline Mob as well. But other than that, I like to just chill. When I'm not doing music, it's simple for me. I could just go to a beach and sit back and have a cocktail.
Cool. That's great, man. So what's the rest of the year look like for you?
It's pretty busy, man. Like I said, we're going to announce a first 30-city U.S. run, and then we're going to announce a second one in the fall.
Cool.
And venture over as well into Canada and do a lot of U.S. stuff this year. My winter will be here, and my winter will be spent in South America.
Right.
Doing a lot of SONIC STOMP and NOTURNAL work. And then we come back and go straight into the summer of 2018. We have something very big already booked.
Wow.
In the beginning of the year for outside the country. That's all I can say right now.
Uh-huh.
But then we're going to do a third U.S. leg after that. Hit a lot of festivals. We're going to do a South American tour next year. So this is going to be a long cycle. It'll be our biggest trek yet, and we're just, we're psyched as hell with the new band and the new guys. I mean, we're excited.
Cool. Mike Orlando, Adrenaline Mob, We the People, June 2nd, Century Media. Congratulations on the album. It sounds amazing. Would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Oh, man, just thanks for having me, first of all. It's a pleasure. And, yeah, man, to everyone out there, go check it out, man. It is our proudest moment. We're excited for everyone to hear it. Check it out. Pre-order it. Come see the band. Support music, man. That's what it's all about.
I'm glad I'm one of the lucky ones that got to hear it already. So,
Awesome, man.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Really cool.
Thank you again, man. Thank you again.
No problem.
Can't thank you enough. It's awesome, dude. Love it.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bro. Have a good one. Bye-bye.